Let us now discuss about the sources of the law. So the first one is the Indian Constitution. Next one is the Parliamentary Assembly. So the next one is judicial decisions. So the first one, which is about the Constitution. So Indian Constitution is having various rules and regulations. So that is acting as a major source of the basic source of the law. So in Indian Constitution, it has specified the power of making a law with the central government or state government depending upon the requirements. So we have, if the making power lies with the central government, it is called the centralist. If the making power lies with the state government, it is called the statelist. If the making power lies both with the both central as well as state government, then it is called as the joint list. So for example, if we take the Income Tax Act, so Income Tax Act is there in the central list. So it will be in all over India, we will be having only one Income Tax Act, which is governed by the central government and regulated through Ministry of Finance. So there are few other examples. So for example, if we take the levy of stamp duty, which is covered under the joint list. So either central government or the state government, they have their own regulations in order to levy the stamp duty. So this is about the constitution. So the next one is about the Parliamentary Assembly. So as you all may know that India is a parliamentary democracy. We will be electing will be having MPs and MLAs which are elected by the population throughout the elections, right? So they'll be presented on our behalf and they'll be forming part of the MP like assembly or the parliament whenever a law is created. So parliament is the ultimate body, ultimate lawmaking body. Okay, so in states it is assembly, in central it is parliament. So if an act is passed in the parliament, then we'll be just discussing about the process of making that law in parliament in detail. But however, if you just assume that there is an act which is like there is a law which is passed in the parliament, so that is completed at that moment of time, whether it is enforced, whether it will be effective on all the states or part of the states, it depends upon the requirement. So it will be specified in each case to case. So the next one is judicial decisions. So we have the Supreme Court, which is the superior body judiciary in the judiciary system. So the decisions of the Supreme Court are binding on all the high courts. But however, the decisions of the high courts are not binding on the other courts, other high courts, other state high courts. So Supreme Court, we have only one Supreme Court in India, and that is the ultimate body. And high court, we have a high court for each and every state. So we'll just discuss how many high courts are there, what is the oldest court in detail in the coming sessions. So this is the overall sources of the law. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.